Daylight, my envies, welcome. Do not expect to be offered a chair when you are visiting a palace where the king sits on the floor. It is not a smart something. No. Welcome to our enviable world. Oloris laughed at Dr. Impetus as she cried that Ooni of Ife abandoned her on her birthday only to lost into the bosom of Queen Naomi. Hey, it's not a small something, no. Now, they said Dr. Impetus, there's a woman in the palace who is said to have been one of those women that are likely to be coming into the life of the Ooni of Ife this season, that is this Christmas. They said there were some Oloris, or sorry, not Oloris yet, women that have been reserved by the Ooni of Ife as his own Christmas gift, okay? That woman, one of them is Metete, which we all know Metete is an ambassador, and she is resident in Canada, and she was seen around the Ooni of Ife recently, right? And then they say there is another one who calls herself not Dr. Impetus. Her name is, I've forgotten her last something, okay? She is a doctor, though, from the based in the United States of America. They say she is into, she is an entrepreneur. She's got so many stores, departmental stores in Nigeria, in so many states. She's a successful business woman, right? Now, before this settlement of Olori Naomi, that woman has been giving them some small attitude in the palace, like she is one of the finest, even though she's beautiful. And they say she is a child of God, like she knows God, she knows the Bible, and all of that. And you know that since after the birthday of Ooni of Ife, some of them have been there in that palace. They go and they come back to the palace, okay? When they want to fly back to the US or wherever they are going to, they fly from the palace, that they leave and they go to maybe places like Lagos, other states to go and fly, right? So as we are hearing right now, the woman celebrated her birthday 2 days ago, as we are hearing. And, of course, she was expecting that Ooni of Ife would be there. And more so, Ooni of Ife would be present the same way he was present at Metete's birthday. You know that Metete's birthday was different. When Metete celebrated her birthday, Kabiyesi was all there. As a matter of fact, they said that it was Kabiyesi who sponsored the birthday, if that information is true, because Kabiyesi was, in fact, well represented there by himself, okay? Okay, so when this woman celebrated her birthday, she was expecting that it would be maybe a night for herself and Kabiyesi, and, a whole lot of stuff that was arranged for her birthday right there in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. But unfortunately for her birthday happens shortly after Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife had reconciled. Now, if you understand this, if you understand, this adrenaline when you love somebody and you want to be with that person, and the person is nowhere to be found, the person is not around you, and boom, you guys reconcile. You know that you want to be with that person, you want to catch up and all of that, which is something that has actually been happening to the Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi lately. Okay, it makes a lot of sense. It's not a big deal, right? And so they said Ooni of Ife has been with the queen, that is Olori Naomi, over and over. They've been going back to back, having all of their dinner stuff in their Lekki Beach house. They go to see people and all of that. It's been a while right now, right? And before the issue even just went south again, Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi have been doing their thing, and like they have been having their a private relationship, their private thing, okay? And then when she came to the royal manor, this whole thing happened with Ebony. She left and she said she wasn't doing again. And now they fixed it and they have continued from where they have stopped. Obviously, right now, everybody knows that, yes, Tsunami is in. And everybody knows that Nami is the wife to the Ooni of Ife. There was a marriage. There was never a divorce, right? And so they are where they are. And so Nami is supposed to be at the royal mansion. So where do you expect the Ooni of Ife to be? Ooni of Ife has been going back and forth, Lagos and back. So they said this woman, Dr. Impetus, started making a whole lot of fuss in the palace. She was crying and talking to the Ooni of Ife on the phone because she started calling the Ooni of Ife, and the Ooni of Ife did not take her call, and called and called. The Ooni of Ife did not take her call, and so she now came to one of Ooni of Ife's personal assistant to make that one call. And that one called, and when Kabiyesi picked, the woman collected the phone and started talking, and that was when she was crying. So now the reason why she came to meet that Ooni of Ife's personal assistant to make the call, you do know that that call is coming from the palace, and if Ooni is not in the palace, if there is an emergency or anything, it comes from that line. So even if Ooni decides he's not picking anybody's call in this world, that very line, Ooni of Ife picks that line because he knows that that might just be an emergency. And so he went ahead and picked the line, and this woman started crying and making a whole lot of fuss. Why will Ooni do this? Why will Kabiyesi embarrass her like that? You know, she prepared a dinner and prepared a whole lot of stuff to celebrate her birthday with Kabiyesi, and Kabiyesi was not there. And Kabiyesi was, you know, somewhere with Olori Naomi. And so why will Kabiyesi do that? That she wanted to know why Kabiyesi would do that, because it was such an embarrassment to her that some of her friends came around, Kabiyesi was not there, and everybody's aware that at that point Kabiyesi was with Olori Naomi. Now see, they said Olori started laughing that she should be that they told her welcome to their enviable life. You know that when Nami was inside the palace, you know Nami is the queen of glow, glowing and doing her own thing. People thought that she was having the very best in the palace. Apparently, that was why these women wanted to come in, and they started coming in. When they came in, they saw that it might not necessarily be as they thought it had been. The truth is that the grass is always greener on the other side. Some women are able to take care of their homes. You might never know that something is wrong inside the home because they don't want to create that opportunity for you to know. But others, once they get in there, the entire world knows that something is wrong, okay? So all of these women who are itching to go inside the palace are seeing the glow and everything. And you know, a lot of people are not objective when it comes to their thought process. When they see people dress well, makeup and all of that, and now use some filter, you just think that they're on top of the world. Then until you get in there, you see that, you know, the grass is not as green as you thought. So they said these women, that's the wife to the Ooni of Ife, we're telling Dr. Impetus, welcome to their enviable life, that you haven't seen nothing. Like she never chichonche. You want to come. And it's tougher when Olori Naomi is there because Ooni of Ife has a focus. That focus most times is on Olori Naomi. I don't know. Naomi is like that. I don't know, that part of the Ooni of Ife that doesn't go down. Like Ooni of Ife is always wanting to be with Olori Naomi. Ooni of Ife loves Olori Naomi's company. Ooni of Ife will do whatsoever. When you see somebody get so upset, sometimes it's because of love. I do know that a lot of people think they know about love, say that we shouldn't talk about love when it comes to Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife. Whatever you call this one, maybe it's lovey or not love, whatever, I don't know. But one thing that is certain is that Kabiyesi feels warm in the arm of Olori Naomi and love Olori Naomi and love to be with Olori Naomi. And, you know, you can never take that from. They said Dr. Impetus cried and cried and cried, and Olori told Dr. Impetus, chill down, chill out. You have not seen anything. This is what we are hearing. I'm going to bring you more updates. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.